They literally smell so good.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Hello friends! So today's video is not hair and makeup. Today I'm going to be giving you 4 ideas that you can bring to a holiday party or even just share with your closest friends, your family, whatever the occasion may be. Just some cute, festive treats / hors d'oeuvres, just ideas that you can bring to a holiday party. I Snapchatted you guys a little while ago telling you that I was on my way home for Christmas break from Nashville and I couldn't wait to film like a ton for you guys and send me all these video requests so I can film for you. But it turns out that I almost have as little time as I did in Nashville because my time is just occupied just like that. I started work the day that I got back from Nashville. For those of you that don't know, I do go to school in Nashville, so I flew home for Christmas break. Now I'm like slammed with all this stuff, so even this one is uploaded a little late, I know, but it's the first chance that I got, so I am so sorry about that, but I hope you guys enjoy it anyway. But yeah, I told you guys to send me all these ideas, and one of you Snapchatted me, I don't remember who, but to do like a holiday baking, some kind of baking, cooking video. And I thought that was so perfect because I haven't done anything like that on my channel really, so here we are today. Also, before I forget, if you guys are interested in my life any more than what's on this main channel, please subscribe to my vlog channel. I've been working really hard on Vlogmas this past week since I have been home, and I've just really fallen in love with vlogging and taking you guys around with me on camera. It's just so much fun for me, so it would really mean a lot to me if you would go over to my vlog channel and subscribe to my vlog channel. It is called The Official Jam Cam, so if you want to see any more of that, definitely go check out my vlog channel. I know you guys are probably tired of me talking at this point, so if you want to see how to do these holiday treat hors d'oeuvre ideas, just keep on watching. Okay, so this first one is a very healthy, I guess, chocolate muffin recipe, and I added the strawberries on top to kind of represent Santa hat to make it Christmassy. My goal was honestly to find as many healthy alternatives for the ingredients in these recipes as possible, because why not cut the calories if you have the option to? For instance, I actually used whole grain quinoa as a substitute for flour. The sugar that I got is organic sugar, so it's basically like dried cane syrup. And I got some almond milk, some unsweetened cocoa powder, salt, pure vanilla, baking soda, baking powder. You're gonna need 2 eggs, half a stick of butter, and you're gonna need strawberries and some kind of Greek yogurt for the top. And I forgot to show you guys in this part, but you're also gonna need either a brownie tin or a muffin tin to bake them in. So I'm gonna start by preheating my oven to 350 degrees so that it can be heating up while I do everything else. So then I'm gonna cook the quinoa. So you can actually microwave this specific kind that I got, but I like to avoid the microwave if possible, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cook mine on the stove. So I added 3 tablespoons of water and just move it around until it's cooked. For the dry ingredients, you're gonna go ahead and get a large bowl and add 1/2 cup cocoa powder, 1/4 teaspoon baking soda, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1/2 cup of the organic cane sugar, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then once the quinoa is cooked, you're going to grab a blender and you're going to add the quinoa to the blender. Then you're going to add 2 eggs. You're going to add the half a stick of melted butter, 3 tablespoons of almond milk, and then you're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and you're going to blend them all together. And then you're going to combine the blended wet ingredients into the bowl of the dry ingredients. And here's where the magic starts to happen. You're going to just take a spatula and combine the wet and the dry ingredients together, and you're going to start to see a really wonderful brownie batter start to form. Look at that. Look how pretty. Once those are blended together, you're gonna go ahead and grab a muffin tin. Depending on how big or small you decide to make them, you can get more or less out of them. So I just made half of the pan, so I made 6. So I sprayed each of them with a coconut oil spray so that they come out of the tin really easily. And then pretty self-explanatory here, you're just gonna spoon the batter evenly into each of the tins, place it in the oven if your oven is preheated, and then set the timer for 30 minutes. They will rise, so once they rise, it starts to get really exciting. And then when they're done, or if you think they're done, then go ahead and stick a toothpick in them, make sure that it comes out clean, and then go ahead and take them out. Then to take them out of the tin, I just used a knife and went around the edges. This was really easy because I sprayed them with oil, so they just came out perfectly even and clean. For the icing, you have a couple options. You can use any kind of frosting that you want, but to keep it healthy, I actually did just use a Greek yogurt, and as you can see, I added 2 Splenda to it just because this particular Greek yogurt is a little bit bitter. You can use a more sweeter option like a vanilla Greek yogurt or something else, but that's just what I had. So then you're just gonna grab some strawberries, wash them of course, and for the Christmas part of this recipe, you're gonna add strawberries to the top. These are actually some really wimpy looking strawberries. This is all I could find. I went to 3 different stores and this was the shape of the strawberries that are in the stores down here. For some reason, they look like that, but you're just gonna put them on top and then you're gonna put another little dot of white icing on the top of the strawberries to make it look like a Santa hat. Because they're so small, that's why I used 3 on some, but I think it actually looks better if you just use 1 strawberry per brownie, but I had to work with the strawberries that I had, so yeah. Here is the finished product, and they tasted absolutely delicious. I was very pleasantly surprised at how well these tasted. So I hope you guys enjoyed this first recipe. So next I'm going to be showing you guys how to make these Grinch-inspired deviled eggs. So we're going to start by adding water to a pan to boil the eggs, and I just add enough water to just cover the top of the eggs when you put them in. So gently put as many eggs as you want in. I just use 6, and when you have them it'll be 12. So turn it to a high so that it came to a boil, and then once it boiled I turned it to low, and then I covered it and let them sit for 25 minutes on low. The center of the egg is just guacamole, so you can either make your own guacamole or you can literally buy a guacamole mix at the grocery store and just add it to some avocados. Up to you, whichever you feel like doing. But for mine, I just used lime juice, cilantro, salt, pepper, a red onion, and some kind of red seasoning for the top. So when your eggs are boiled, I'm going to go ahead and take them to the sink, drain the water, and then replace it with cold water so that they cool down a little bit. And then after you peel all the shells off of the eggs, you're going to halve them all so that they're cut in half. And you're only going to need to save 2 yolks. If you're making 6 eggs, you only need to save 2 yolks. So then the rest of them, you can just discard the rest or save, I don't know, for another recipe. As you can see, I broke some of them because it gets a little tricky, or I'm just probably clumsy. So to make the guacamole, you're just going to add an avocado to the 2 egg yolks that you saved, and then add whatever you want to make the guacamole. I added lime juice and a red onion. Finley made a little appearance. I minced the red onion, so basically just cutting it up as small as I could, and I just added 1 teaspoon in there and stirred it all together and kind of mashed it together until it was a good guacamole consistency, and I think I added salt and pepper as well. So then I just got this deviled egg tray. We've had this forever, and then I just spooned my mix into each of the eggs as even as possible and as neat as possible. And then to top it off, I added some dried cilantro to make it very decorative and some red, I think this is chili powder or cayenne powder, one of the 2 on top. You can also use paprika if you don't like anything spicy. And I just added it to the top to add some red into all of this green. So there is the second recipe. So the final recipe I have for you guys is the easiest of them all. It's just a cheese ball that is made into a snowman that people can dip their crackers in. Now I wanted my snowman to be as white as possible, so I barely added anything into the cream cheese, which is the base. But you can make a full-on cheese dip recipe if you wanted to, and then just roll it in mozzarella so that the outside is white. So keeping the ingredients healthy, I got a cream cheese that has 1/3 less fat than regular cream cheese, and I actually compared it to like the regular Philadelphia cream cheese, and it does have significantly less fat and calories in it, so that's good. So then I just got onion powder and salt. That's all I added into the cream cheese, and then I got some healthy crackers to put around for people to dip in, and then some peppercorns for the eyes and some carrots for the nose. I also got some shredded mozzarella, forgot to show you guys that. So because I didn't add anything else to the cream cheese really, I just emptied them onto a cutting board or any kind of surface that wasn't my mom's really nice granite. And then I just used my hands to form a big ball and then a smaller one to make a snowman. So we don't have snow in Florida, so this is the closest I'm gonna get to making a snowman in Florida. So then I just put the mozzarella cheese down and I rolled the cream cheese into the mozzarella to make it look like snow, kind of. And I rolled the smaller one in the mozzarella. And then I just got a dish and made the snowman in the middle of the dish And then I used black pepper for the eyes, and I used a little tiny baby carrot for the nose, and then I just made a mouth out of the peppercorns as well. And then I went ahead and laid out the crackers, and I just sprinkled some of that dry cilantro on top of his head and on top of the crackers as well. And that, my friends, is my little snowman cheese ball. So this next one's probably my favorite one of the entire video. I think it's so cute. I'm just gonna show you how to turn a 6-pack of any kind of drink into little reindeer. So all you're gonna need is a 6-pack or a 12-pack if it's set up like this. Pipe cleaners, craft eyes, and these red little pom-pom things. And then just any kind of glue. I used a glue gun, but you can use super glue or whatever you have around the house. So I just took 6 pipe cleaners and cut them in half for eventually using those for the antlers. Then I took a full pipe cleaner, tied it in a knot, and then I added that half. I just twisted it around the top and added it to the 2 sides, and then glued my eyes on and a little red nose on, and it's literally as simple as that. Super easy, but such a cute little idea that you can bring with you to a party. So those are my 4 holiday party treat ideas. If you guys like this video, it would help me out a lot if you would give it a thumbs up. That way I can see what kind of videos you guys like the best. So definitely give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Again, don't forget to subscribe to my vlog channel if you want to follow me around in my daily life. And lastly, all of my social media links will be in the description bar below. Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all of the websites you can stalk me on will be in the description bar below, as well as all of the products that I mentioned in this video. Everything will be listed in the description bar for you guys for reference. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone! Little Red Riding Hood or Christmas hoodie?